Welcome back everyone to Pineleafs Past, where today we'll look at Fate the Traitor Soul. This is the third of the Fate games, and the last of the three that's currently on Steam. I suspect that at some point they'll add the fourth, but at this time it's not there yet. Now, we'll go into adventure mode at adventure level and accept. Now, character generation is a little bit different than it is in the previous Fate games, where now you can choose a race: human, shadow elf, half orc, cogger, which is slightly cyberpunkish as you can see. So let us try. And I think they have some slightly different abilities. Let's try a cogger. I haven't tried one of those before. Yeah. Oh well. Not much change in the hairstyles since the previous ones. Alright. Okay, we'll try that. As for the pet, actually let me see, Pineleaf. Now for the pet, you still have the dog, and you have the cat, and you now have a boar, a fox, a drone. So boar, a fox, or a drone. Let's try a drone since that seems to go well with the cogger. So I'll have Pinecog. Probably I should use that as the name of my character. Alright, very well. So now it gives us our
Your
character.
armor clatters on stone as you sit on the temple floor, tired but exhilarated at your fresh victory. Under the grime and soot that coats your skin and armor, few would recognize the youth who set off in search of adventure through the dungeon gate. Truly, you could no longer be called a youth, not after your time venturing into the darkness. Your steel gaze speaks to the darkness that has followed you back. And so, when the traveler arrives, speaking of a test within the Temple of Fate, available to only the most dedicated of champions, you stand, confident that whatever spoils lie beyond the swirling portal will soon be yours. You are the hero of Grove, the guardian of fate. Evil trembles at your very step. It does not occur to you to question the motives of the snake-haired traveler, weaving tales of a chamber of trials in which to prove your mettle. It is only natural that such a test would come to one as accomplished as you. So it is with confidence that you step forward, ready to face the challenges ahead. You are not the only traveler drawn to the beckoning void of the portal. You are joined at the Nether Gate by 3 strangers: an orcish warrior, seeking to claim his warrior heritage; an envoy from the ornate fortresses of the Shadow Elves, hungry for the powers of the arcane; and a cogger engineer, red-faced from the volcanic forges, hunting for remnants of the lost sciences. The portal is dark, reflective, and as you approach, the chill breeze issuing forth gives you pause. Your actions are mirrored by the image on the other side, but the eyes have a malice you have known only in the heat of battle, a cruel stare you recognize, but have resisted at every turn. Your companions, too, see the shadows that lie beyond. They have their own threats to face, their inner savagery, fiercest greed, and deepest obsession. You advance through the portal together, though you must face the shadows alone. What lies beyond is no common threat, no clear villain. The darkness you face is your own.
Now how's that for an opener?
Your journey has begun.
You see, we're still in the Temple of Fate, which is where we were last time.
The gates of Typhon are open to you, hero.
We still have the Gates of Typhon here. Here, the tree world. Here,
Your road will be long and troubled.
make haste. Beyond this gateway is the chamber dungeon. Lies a great evil on level 12. I'll give you this ducal ring of the plains as reward.
You have received the task.
So this is the Chamber of Trials here. And here, this one, Bremen here.
Yes, traveler.
Thank you, great hero, for freeing our land from the plague of evil. Legends be told. And you could also go back to the town of Grove. So you can go back to Grove, or to any of the places from the previous ones. And we come back here. So this is the first version of Fate, though, that includes something other than the human and cat and dog. So they added a few more things here. Now let's go into the Chamber of Trials. See what happens. I do wonder that they have only 12. They may be expecting us to...
You have sprung a trap.
Ooh.
You have been poisoned.
I wonder if they're expecting us to do some leveling in the other zones before we come here. Now, I haven't done much in Traitor Soul, because this came out right around the time I was playing Eve. Oh, he... level 9. Yeah, they're already fairly powerful, as you can see, right at even the first level of the dungeon. So you can see our first monster was a level 9 monster. Anyway, I didn't do much with this game because it came out right around the time I was playing Eve, and then right after when I stopped playing Eve was right when Mirkwood came out. So got very busy doing things like skirmishes after Mirkwood came out. Whoa. That was 11! Yeesh! And where is the entrance to this place? Obviously, I forgot about that little detail. What happens if we go into here?
Duantia is in great need.
So this has a similar quest as on the other one, 42nd level.
You have received the
Duatha.
quest.
So I have a feeling that you don't go into the temple trials until you've been to the others. So let us go through here. But you're able to go through your old things with a new character. Let's see. Let's try.
You have received the quest.
Alright, let's see what we have here. Let's take a couple of quests. There's a level 2 quest. And here's one on level 1. Good goblin named Zick has taken grub, stolen ruby stud of the magician.
You have received the quest.
So let's go in with these 2 quests. I'm not going to worry about the third one. And let's check the levels here. I get the feeling that, yeah, it's a level 3 monster. And level 1 monster. So this makes a lot more sense. So therefore, you're expected to come through here, level up a bit before you go into the Chamber of Trials. It's sort of an advanced thing. So they don't add any new starter realms. But they do add a new final one, sort of, I guess you could say, final boss, so to speak, and of course, unlocking additional character types that you can have. So it's a bit different on what it adds compared to the other Fate games. And because I didn't have much chance to play this, obviously I never finished it. And the only one that I have ever finished is the original game. Now, the next one that they have was the Cursed King, which is
Your stamina is low.
fourth and final Fate game. I think I had played only a little tiny bit of it. Because of the way things worked on Wild Tangent.
You are exhausted.
Oh. The way things work on Wild Tangent, you are able to test out a game a little bit before you buy it. So I did a little test on there. But I think I wasn't too interested in Wild Tangent those days because that was after I started using Steam quite a bit more, and I really didn't get too much in the way of new Wild Tangent stuff after that. So I only got back into Fate after recently when it started getting on Steam. Alright, here we go. And here we go. So it's pretty much the same. Dungeon crawl. Random monsters, random quests. But you get some new classes, well not classes, but character types that you didn't have before. Of course, seeing how many players just use fish in order to convert their pet anyway, sometimes you wonder, well, what difference does it make what pet you start out as, but I guess if you care about what your default is, it's like how in Torchlight, one goes through a bit of care on Torchlight 2 when you went through quite a bit of care in order to select which of the various pets you're going to use. Alright. And in Torchlight also, you of course go around using fish since, as I said before, Fate and Torchlight had the same designer, and many of the ideas you see in Torchlight came originally from this game. Well, the original Fate game, actually. Oh.
Your pet is fleeing.
Whoops. This isn't going to be good. Between him and this army of grubs, this is getting nasty.
Your pet is fleeing.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Alright, maybe well, he was pretty close to the entrance. That at least is nice. Now, if I can remember where this... Oh, that's right. It's the mage guy on this one. Here, he should be the healer.
Oh.
You feel refreshed.
Alright. So let's go back in here and... Where those guys go? Do they reset back to the original position? Alright, did they go somewhere? Alright.
You have been granted new skills.
Ah, good. I could use a level up right now. And let's see, what weapon am I using? Alright, now let's look at my character page. And... oh, my... right. Character page. Okay, that's the... actually, oh, that's our inventory page. Yes, inventory page. Now, one of the changes here also is that you can switch between two weapon sets. So they implemented double weapon sets in here. So this is the first version to include that. Oh well. I guess we could find something to put in here. Actually, probably the best thing to do is just put a bow there so I can have a ranged weapon. So I could go back and forth between a ranged weapon and that. So that's what we'll do for now. And this amulet's not identified. Spectral armor spell.
You have learned a new spell.
Okay. Woo. That's nice to know. Okay. That's interesting. And what does this spell do now? Actually, it looks like a defensive spell to me, so let's go to defense magic skill, and looks like a wait, what's okay, let's put the short sword up there. Alright, let's go to the short sword, and that will be sword skill. So we'll put those up, and now we'll find those enemies and get back at them now that I've leveled. Alright, good. Let's see, get back this way. Now where did... oh, I think I found them. Alright. Hey, I'm much more effective now that I've leveled up. Much more effective. Alright. Now, what am I supposed to be finding now for this quest? Doesn't matter. My quest was to kill that goblin. Because that's all I'm going to be showing you. Just wanted to show you the idea that you have the ability to select your characters now in the third game of Fate. So, you quit that. Alright. So therefore, if that is it for our little observation in the Fate, I might someday show the Cursed King if that ever comes out. But for now, that is all for our little tour through Fate, which I decided to give in Pineleafs Past this month. So until our next game for Pineleafs Past, this is Pineleaf Needles. So long.